Palacio de los Deportes in Murcia in Spain. It's the final of this UEFA Futsal Cup. We've already seen a very exciting penalty shootout in that fourth place playoff. But now it's the big one. The final between Boomerang Interviú of Spain and Dinamo Moscú. We saw Boomerang beat El Pozo, the home side, in their semi-final. Dinamo got through fairly comfortably against Charleroi. And the two best sides are in this futsal final. And this, of course, was the final last year, but the method of finding out the winner has changed. It was a two-legged affair last year. Boomerang won it 9-7 on aggregate, but Dinamo feel that this format favours them, and they certainly think they're capable of taking revenge. One thing that they really have to do is take the chances when they come. They were guilty of that against Charleroi, missing chances, and it very nearly cost them. Good look there at a very attractive trophy they're playing for, the UEFA Futsal Cup. It's only the sixth time this tournament has been played, and Boomerang are looking to become the third side to win it, or the first side rather, to win it 3 times. Probably start the game as marginal favourites, but it's such an interesting, fascinating tactical game. You're never quite sure what's going to happen on the night. They've got one of the coaches that has really dominated this sport for the last 10 years or so, Jesus Candelas. Boomerang up against the more experienced Yuri Rudnov, the coach of Dinamo. There are the match officials from Italy and from Croatia. And we're not far away from being underway. Gonna have a big parade in a moment of the two sides. And the players, this is a nice touch actually, getting introduced one by one. Just think it's a shame that it's not full here for this final, because these guys are really good. This is high-class stuff, and they deserve a bit more than this for me. Just because El Pozo didn't make the final, the local side, doesn't mean you shouldn't come and support it. And I'm sure those who have come to this 9,000-seater arena will enjoy themselves. First out, the Boomerang Interviú players qualified for the final courtesy of a last-second goal. A last-second goal in the semi. If you didn't see it, it was extraordinary. They were 2-1 down to El Pozo with 2 minutes to go. They equalised and they got the winner with 1 second on the clock. Absolutely astonishing, it really was. And the Dinamo players come out now. There's a great retro feel about their kit. Very, very stylish. They do have, of course, a Russian base to their side, particularly the brilliant goalkeeper Stepanov. There are also plenty of Brazilians. Tato, I thought, was excellent in the semi-final. Kelsen, who got the final goal. Cirilo, Pele Jr., João and Enrique. And there's a bit of a Brazilian feel about Boomerang as well. Also the talented Italian Edgar Bertoni in their side. We're just about ready to start. Here are the starting fives. Doesn't really matter too much because the rolling subs all the way through. A reminder that it's 2 halves of 20 minutes, but it won't be over in 40 if you're wondering. Of course, the clock stops when the ball runs out of play, and so you have 20 minutes playing time, but it does last more like 35 minutes. There's a quick look at Yuri Rudnov. Really attacking coach who has come back to Dinamo Moscow, having left for 18 months or so, but is happily back here. Club with which he's had so much success over the years. And there are those Dinamo fans who really have their fingers crossed here. There's a man I was telling you about, Jesus Candelas, born in Madrid, 4 times league champions with this side, and a legend of the sport of futsal, which is still a pretty young sport, of course. We are supposed to have a ceremonial kickoff by Juan Carlos Higuero, the Spanish athlete. Here he goes. Current European 1500-meter champion. Well, he was trying to roll it in the back of the net, but goalkeeper saved it, not very sportingly. So big smiles from him. And that's the ceremonial start of things, but the real thing gets underway in just a moment's time. So it's the final of basically futsal's European Cup. It's Boomerang of Spain in the green shirts, kicking from right to left in this first half against Dinamo Moscow of Russia. 2 high-quality outfits who played out the final over 2 legs last year. Really good idea this, I think, just under the one roof over 3 days to sort out who's best. Early touch for Cirillo. He helps him to move the ball, but the real key man is the number 6 on the ball now, Tato. And after the build-up, he's given it away. Neto. Part of a real quality day of sport, great weekend of sport here on Eurosport, this futsal final. Don't forget the Arsenal ladies try and win the European Cup. Kicks off 12 o'clock UK time tomorrow against Umeå. This is a good run by Cirillo. It might break for Cirillo. Oh, he went down dramatically there, and he got the decision. Now, what's Tattoo going to do? Try and drive it low, maybe? He did that, but it was deflected behind. Something you notice with free kicks in futsal, if you put your defenders in the right position, it's very hard to move the ball around them. You just don't have as much room to work with. You think about it logically, when David Beckham doesn't like taking free kicks from too far in because he can't do as much with them. It's that sort of logic distilled. Here's Cirillo. It's typical Rudnov, this tactically. He loves to start in attacking fashion, and Cirillo and Pele Junior. And that was a super block, and then Tattoo and Pele Junior. Great save. Oh, it's a wonderful save that by Luis Amado. No idea how he kept it out because he was down, he was up. He bounced back to his feet and clawed it out, the man from Boomerang. Now can they reply? Another good save by Stepanov, who looked a little nervous, but want to see that again from Luis Amado. Real helter-skelter start to the futsal final here. It was a different idea. It was retrieved well in the end. Well, Neto has wanted it played out to him. He was going to shoot from range there, I think. He never got there. Majority of support, of course, for the Spanish side. This is Gabriel. Given away to Cirillo. These Brazilians so crucial in this Dinamo Moscow starting five. Tatu, Cirillo, Pele Jr. You'll see Pula pretty soon, I'm sure. Scored the fantastic opening goal in the semi. Inside from Marquinhos, blocked away. They do keep tuned this weekend. Fabulous sport, as I said. The Arsenal ladies tomorrow, the World Snooker, of course, with a fantastic team there at the Crucible. They'll be bringing you all the action, some cracking second round action as well, coming up after this futsal final. Guys just having a well-earned break at the moment. Here's Pele Jr. It's a good turn by Cirillo. Possession is everything. Kobzar, the man who scored the second goal, the crucial second goal in that semi-final. Pele Jr. See, he wants someone to move for him. He's going to move on his own. And he finds a way to goal blocked by Gabriel. Pele Jr. See the first changes about to be made here. Kelsen and Pula are going to come on, but what can Kobzar do? Found his way blocked is Marquinhos. Fitness, of course, is an absolute key here as well. Gabriel. Well, the shot driven across, and he was trying to stretch and strain. Gabriel in the middle had continued his run. I think he looks a bit nervy stepping off. Rakimov put that out of play deliberately. And that was always rising. Did the goalkeeper get a touch? Yeah, he did. It's going to be a corner. These corners are an area that really could be worked on in this sport. I'm not sure of the point of them at the moment. No one ever seems to score from them. Well, they're right on cue. Thought someone was going to turn it home. Great long throw towards Rakimov. Looks an excellent technician, Rakimov. It's just whether he's quite quick thinking enough. Definitely the feeling from the semi-final. You're watching the European Futsal Final, the big club event in this very new sport of futsal. Pula. It's between Dinamo Moscow and Boomerang of Spain. Boomerang Interviú. And it's goalless. Reminder, 20 minutes each way. If we need extra time, it'll be 2 periods of 5 minutes. And that was the technical skill I was talking about of Rakimov. And it was a very clumsy challenge. They want a card there. That was another look at that save. A wonder save by Luis Amado. He's a bit unfortunate that it happened so quickly. Never sure we're going to get the ideal shot of that to show how good it was. Pula. Here's Tato. Pula again. And Pula goes for goal, and it nearly found a way through. Luis Amado was a physical presence at his near post, but he nearly let it through his legs. Persistent offending. He's going to produce a yellow card in the final. Don't get too many of these in futsal. Neto, who's received it. It's a sport that's starting to grow pretty rapidly around the world. Time the free kick given the other way. I spent some time in Cuba recently, and already they're picking up on this sport in Havana, and they've actually got a qualified futsal referee who was very proud when he told me that. Game I watched, the futsal match in the sports hall named after Kid Chocolate, the old fighter in the middle of Havana. There were 3 red cards. Entertaining evening, that. Here's Tatu. Well, that looked like a hand. That looked like a hand inside the penalty area. Kelsen drove the shot across, but no one saw it. Pula was nearest to it, but he didn't complain because the player on the floor was blocking his view. Oh, great skill. Did you see that from Enrique? A little sway in the back heel. Here's Tatu. And here is Pula. And we know from that semi-final what a right foot he has on him. Enrique. Now Pula. And laid back for Tatu. And Pula. It's all Dinamo in terms of possession at the moment. But is there a way through here? He nearly found it through Pele Junior, but Luis Amado made a wonder save to stop it. Kelsen. Another thing you notice about this guy Tatu, the number 6, is he plays all the time. He's rarely off. Doesn't expend much energy. Just knows what to do all the time. You really do base things around him. He makes the side tick. He's the playmaker. And here he is on the ball. Kelsen. Forward by Tatu. Little touch from Kelsen. Enrique, but well defended. Well, that's a good, powerful hit by Pula. But again, Luis Amado right behind it. Cleverly forward by Cirillo, but not quite cleverly enough. And Majewski's making that point, I feel. So funny how Brazilians have really come into futsal in Russia as well as football. Massive Brazilian influence on CSK Moscow when they won the UEFA Cup. Notably Wagner Love. And here's Rudnov having called a timeout. What he's saying, we normally try and translate these things for you on Eurosport, but I'm afraid my Russian's not quite up to it. I'm not sure if we've got any Russian speakers among the commentary team. Some of us barely speak English, but Rudnov has made his point very stringently. So, are they going to try something different? Are they going to try and surprise Boomerang tactically here? Flicked forward by Danielle. Here's Schumacher. So important to them in the semi-final, as he always is for this Boomerang side, Schumacher. It was a good turn. It was excellent defending by Majewski. He's giving it away now. Did well just to retrieve it in time there. Pele Junior. Cirillo. He'll be furious with that one, Rudnov. He'll be at all happy. Schumacher. Tried to sell the defender one way, just curl it cleverly the other, but never even looked like coming off that. Twice won this before, against Dinamo last year, against Benfica a couple of years before that. Boomerang. Taken short by the captain, and Julio found his effort plucked out of the air. A free kick on the edge of the penalty area. This could be dangerous. Wants to be absolutely sure he's got everyone in the right position. They've moved it. Schumacher. Good reaction, stepping off. Goalkeeper was so aware of what was around him there. Boomerang just up to the notch here. Is it going to lead to a goal? It's been so tight so far. And flick forward, and Stepanov makes another good save. This is Boomerang in different gear. They have another corner. Schumacher. Cleverly moved, another good save. How this game ebbs and flows. It's been all Dinamo for the opening 10 minutes or so. But now it's Boomerang. And are Dinamo good enough to defend against them? Schumacher. Really optimistic, but only just flashing wide. Pele Junior. Tatu. There's Rakimov. Cirillo. Oh, good shot. Back in from Tatu. Schumacher. We badly need a goal here. But we're going to get it now with Pele Junior. Cirillo took a couple of players away with the run, but they watched it well. Here's Tatu. Here's Pele Junior. Kelson. Players trying to play to the rhythm of the crowd here. That's a really good run by Rakimov, and it's a corner. Boomerang Interviú have had their moment, and Dinamo are trying to force their way forward now. 4 times the Russian champions this side since their formation. And here's Pele Junior! It's an unbelievable save again. Unbelievable save by Luis Amado. Well, I thought that was in. This is a great angle to see it. Oh, he's not touched it. Hit the post and away. Should have scored. That's a big miss. Begs the question, why was it a corner kick? Enrique. Moving it well, Enrique. Now Tattoo. Forward by Kelsen. Tattoo! Chance of the game so far, that and the one for Pele Junior, twice in the last minute or so. Dinamo have had chances. Great ball by Kelsen. Really was terrific. When you saw who was on the end of it, you expected Tattoo to score. Here he is again, Tattoo. Enrique. It's been a very high standard, but the defending's been good too, unfortunately. And still it remains goalless this final, forward by Tattoo. Pula. Kelsen, now Tattoo. Luis Amado came out and whacked it downfield. Tattoo. Here's Kelsen. He so desperately wants this title that was denied them last year. Rolled forward by Tattoo. And Tattoo's continued his run. He's starting to play further forward. He's been brought down. Wondered for a moment if it was Neto who made the challenge, because that would be him. Red carded. So what can they do from here? Surely something's got to give at some point soon. It's been such a tight game. Cirillo's taking the big run up. Oh, but there's a timeout, clever. It's clever that from Candelas. It's definitely the Boomerang coach. He just took the timeout, just took the sting out of the situation. Again, I'm afraid my Spanish isn't up to it to translate what's going on down there. There's obviously something of a debate about it, which is interesting compared to the way that Rudnov told the Russians what to do. He was like, listen, you do what I say. He's a passionate guy, isn't he? Got this great record that I was talking about. Regarded as the granddad, really. He's only 49, but in terms of his coaching style and ability of futsal, some of the action that we've seen so far. Now, what can they do from the free kick after the timeout? It's still going to be Cirillo. That's not going to change. And he's still going to wind it up. Oh, he plays it cleverly. Great goal. That's a great goal by Kelsen. How good was that? Brilliantly done. Dinamo have the lead. Just fantastic execution. There's nothing quite like a plan coming to fruition. Hours of training. The weight of each pass was perfect. The finish right in the corner. And that should break the game up a bit, because Boomerang have to come out a bit more. It's all been rather cagey. But here they come back, and Stepanov got behind it, nearly lost it. Daniel fired it. And it's all action, but Dinamo Moscow have the lead here. But maybe not for long. That's a terrible mistake. Surely someone's got to slot it home, but Stepanov recovered. Look at Kelsen punching the air. Those saves are almost as important as goals. But that was a big let-off because they slipped. It was 2 against 1, 2 against the keeper. The Boomerang didn't take advantage. Neto. They'd love to keep it at 1-0 at half-time, Dinamo. Their fans, the ones making the noise. And Boomerang going backwards at the moment. And Tatu's happy with that. Just whacks it as far as it will go. That was the save, but he shouldn't have been allowed to make it. Forward towards Pele Jr. The way this game has been, with the caginess about it, they might need to score again. This is Cirillo. Kobzar, Tatu. Cirillo is waiting for the runner. In the end, it's Kobzar, fingertips away. You don't see many goals scored from long range in futsal. That was nearly one. Very nearly one. Sweet hit. Terrific save. Rakimov. Again, this really good view. What a save that is. You might say he hasn't got far to go, but he's still got to react. Schumacher now. Goalkeeper's made 2 wonder saves. Luis Amado. Dinamo hit the post as well. I think the right side is leading. The Boomerang have woken up. Look at that for skill. And again for skill. Nearly, but it just ran away from him. Locked behind for a corner. It's really come to life. The game needed a goal. Schumacher. No need for Boomerang to panic. No need at all. Plenty of time. Schumacher, no support for him. Here's Neto. Neto loses out to Kelsen, the goal scorer. Where's he going, Kelsen? Went the wrong way. Cirillo was the better bet. They've Committed men downfield. This is Boomerang on the break. This is a big chance. Neto denied by Stepanov. Goalkeeper's had a shot, Luis Amato. He's done that twice now. Fancies himself as a Schiller there of futsal. 4 minutes to go until half-time. Dinamo Moscow leading by a goal to nil. An awfully long way still to go, though. Kelson. Almost got himself in trouble there. Stepping off, but reacted well. Can Boomerang strike back before the interval? Again, a sprawling save from the keeper. And then it flies behind. Rudnoff will be happy enough so far, but a lot of work still to do. Julio. Marquinhos was caught in possession there. All the noise you can hear is still from those Dinamo fans. Here is Marquinhos again. Now Schumacher. Again, he finds Enrique in his way. Schumacher. He's been quiet so far. Must remember never to write off this Interviú Boomerang side. After scoring in the last second, 2 in the last 2 minutes to win the semi. You've never won when you're playing them. I guess to the Manchester United of futsal. Interviú overruns it. A little bit of space now. Chance for 2-0. Another super save by Luis Amato. And at the moment, Luis Amato is keeping Interviú Boomerang in this final. They'd be 3 or 4 down without him. Pula. Dinamo have come out here looking like a side that does not want to make a mistake. Come out here committed and sharp. They've been mightily impressive so far. It's Julio. Schumacher. Now Tatu is kept in by Pula. Dinamo might just try and keep hold of it now, or they might try and strike before half-time. Cirillo. Tatu. It's Rakimov. Tatu. Yeah, I just started to move it around nicely now. Dinamo Moscow leading by a goal to nil, scored wonderfully by Kelson. Really was a terrific goal. Schumacher. Rakimov. Tatu. Can they score again? Goalkeeper almost misjudged that. Now Boomerang looking for one before half-time. Cirillo went to ground. He's given a free kick. I find that astonishing. Don't really see what was wrong with that. Stepping off, making sure that everything is aligned properly. So important in this game. It was, and I think that was a bit of hit and hope. Never going to get too much joy at those corners. Lob it deep this time to Schumacher. Second to go. Hooter will come. So Dinamo Moscow leading at half-time in the final of the UEFA Futsal Cup. Kelson with the goal, a terrifically worked goal. It's been such a attritional game, a defensive game really. That's no bad thing, it's been two outstanding defences, but it took that great piece of interplay to work things Dinamo's way, and it's them who lead 1-0 at half-time.
Allianz. We know what it takes to win in financial services and America's Cup racing.
You study them. You analyze them. You challenge them.
You beat them.
Strategy, teamwork, timing, knowledge. The right decision at the right time. That's how you win the race.
Winning. That's what Fortune Global 500 companies and individuals want to achieve with Allianz. A global leader in insurance and asset management. Allianz. Financial solutions from A to Z.
Croatia, the Mediterranean as it once was.
You want to retire in style, so you choose a very special partner to protect your future. Getting you there, Fortis.
Welcome back to the UEFA Futsal final. Dinamo Moscow leading here by 1-0 in what's been a very, very tight, tough game of futsal. Hasn't been free scoring. Remember last year over the two legs, it finished at 9-7 in the end to Boomerang Interviú. So it shows you just how different things are this year. There's the banner being unfurled, 100% Dinamo Moscow. We're going to have a look at how the teams got this far. Firstly, Dinamo Moscow in the first of the semi-finals beat Charleroi by 3-1. At least we're going to see some goals here. Pulo with his great strike made it 1-0 for Dinamo. See how pumped up they were. You can see how much the Dinamo fans wanted this as well. No surprise to see Tato at the heart of everything. Charleroi, who started as the underdogs, Got back into it with a really well-taken goal by their captain, Shabai. Super finish that, I thought. And right to the start of the second half, the goal that really sealed it, Cobbs up. Made a good late run. And that was pretty much the end of that. Particularly when Kelsen finished it off 2 minutes from time. Nice interplay again between him and Tatu. And it was a case of just rolling it into the back of the net. See how much it meant to them. And Kelsen's already scored, of course, in the final. In the second semi-final was Murcia against Interviú Boomerang. It had such a dramatic climax, extraordinary game. El Pozo from Murcia took the lead on just 2 minutes through Kike. This, the home club, remember, all the games being played at the same venue. And the venue is where El Pozo played. Boomerang got back into it. Marquinhos. That was on 6 minutes. And the real drama happened in the second half. Firstly, 5 minutes from time, El Pozo taking the lead through Vinicius. So lucky, wasn't it, the way it bounced to him. But then Schumacher, well-worked move. That was a minute from time. And finally, the last kick. Look at the clock ticking down. Look at it, down to 1 second. Daniel getting the goal that's taken Boomerang to this final. Such a dramatic climax. It really was extraordinary. They couldn't believe it, the home fans. And tonight, Boomerang, well, we saw how dramatically they qualified, are trailing in the final by a goal to nil against a very well-organised Dinamo Moscow side. But that's some of the highlights of the first half of this game coming up, and also a look ahead to the second half of this UEFA Futsal final. We're at half-time here in the Palacio de los Deportes in Murcia. The Spanish side are losing. That's what they're playing for. Half-time, Dinamo Moscow 1, Boomerang 0.
Eagle looking great, your go. The Eagle has landed.
To anyone who ever doubted the lengths man could go. To anyone who's ever said no for fear of saying yes. To anyone who ever attempted to stop another man's dream. To anyone who ever said it couldn't be done. We are proud to present Be King by Suzuki. A concept becomes reality.
For the ultimate break, it's better to sort out your business and private arrangements with a top player in banking. Getting you there, Fortis.
So, half-time, Dinamo Moscow 1, Boomerang of Interviú 0. Boomerang started the game as probably the slight favourites, but Dinamo Moscow have been very well drilled, extremely well organised, and I suppose the work they've done on the training pitch really paid off with the goal, and we'll see that in just a moment's time. Yeah, they've not really been in control of the game as such, but they certainly worked the goalkeeper. Luis Amado's pulled off one or two super saves, that being the first of the extraordinary stop really from Pele Junior. Firstly, a really good block by Gabriel, then by Schumacher, and then the super save. Not shown a great deal as an attacking force, but Stepanov was tested early on. And Schumacher producing another good save out of Stepanov. Much of the play, though, with the side from Russia, Dinamo Moscow. Again, great interplay, and that was Pele Junior hitting the post. You see this one from the back, from this angle. You see that he should have scored. All the hard work done. But this was the goal. So cleverly done. 3 touches, quite brilliant. Scored by Kelsen. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Fantastic stuff. They might well have gone 2-0 up. The long-range effort from Pavel Kobzar. Flicked away by Luis Amado again. And then that on the break from Enrique. Another excellent save from the keeper. So they're the highlights of the first half. You've seen as well how the sides have got here. And just making their way back out for the second half of this UEFA Futsal final. Nice occasion so far, and Dinamo Moscow edging it at the moment. Boomerang fans not happy right now. Some pretty pensive looks on the Boomerang players' faces. I'm sure he's had words. Candelas, the coach, at half-time. He wouldn't have been happy with the way they approached it, maybe. And I think he'll probably feel, if he's being honest with himself, he's been out-coached a bit by Yuri Radnov. Always knew it would be a tight technical game, and well, that one bit of brilliance at the free kick is what separates them at the moment. As Pele Junior will start the second half here for Dinamo Moscow. Getting themselves warmed up, getting themselves ready. I think we are finally ready to get this back underway. Dinamo Moscow might be 20 minutes of playing time away from winning this UEFA Cup here in futsal. Just one goal down, And they have their goalkeeper, Luis Amado, to thank for the fact that that's the case. He pulled off 2 or 3 really wonderful saves. There is the man, Luis Amado. He's going to need to be in this kind of form at the second half of this final. Coaching staff of Charleroi there, beaten by Dinamo Moscow in the semi-final. Goalkeeper there of the Charleroi side, who was in such great form, got hit in the face earlier on in the penalty shootout. Well, still we wait to restart this final. Referee finally comes out to the middle. So the oldest club in Spanish futsal, Boomerang of Interviú, formed in 1977, twice the European champions, looking to become the first team to do that 3 times, but being beaten at half-time by Dinamo Moscow. Which way will it swing in the second half? We're going to find out. Straight away, it's Tato on the ball. Who else? And the mobile Pele Junior near him. Straight away, they're on the back foot, as they were for much of the first half. Interviú, and Amado's going to be called into action. Here is he, Tato's flick, spinning awkwardly in front of it. Schumacher. We saw in the semi-final how expert Dinamo are at defending. The weakness to me looked like in front of goal, but they're very, very good at squeezing the life out of games. It's what they need to do probably in this second half. They can't just sit on this lead, but it will certainly make it very, very difficult for Boomerang. That's a lovely ball, played wide. This is much better. Schumacher, no. Should have done better. He was always underneath that. Now Tato. Again, it's broken down. Oh, what a chance that was, and what a horrible scoop. He can't believe it. Candelas. Trying to almost be too clever, Daniel. Good start to this second period from Boomerang. Tattoo. Now Pele Junior. Good save again by Luis Amado. Bertoni, the Italian. Luis Amado again. It's Daniel. Trying to flick it wide and play Bertoni in. Forward it goes, and caught comfortably by Stepanov. Very safe pair of hands. This is Cirillo. They've just been a bit sloppy, Dinamo, at the start of this second half. Edgar Bertoni. Back on comes Pula to add his force to Dinamo Moscow. The cross there was to no one in particular. We've got to get people on the end of these. Schumacher. Second half is going to be all about the balance between the pressing play of Dinamo Moscow and Boomerang trying to work out how to break them down, trying to take advantage of the chance that they get, because they will get chances. Saying that they want Europe to have a green hue. That's the shirt colour, of course. Interesting shirt colour of Boomerang. As Kelsen's goal still separates them. They're nowhere near the prize yet, Dinamo Moscow, but step by step they're getting there. They've given it away, though. Schumacher. Constant changing, trying to work out which personnel will work. Bertoni's foul. He got him off pretty quickly, didn't he? Make sure there was no yellow card. Pull on the shirt of Kelsen. That was a good save low down by Stepanov. Shot came through a forest of players. Oh, this is much, much better from Boomerang. He had options in the centre and he didn't use them. Ah, it was a chance for Andreu. And he went for goal himself. Ah, they started to panic a bit here. Daniel. On the counter-attack, they win a corner. It's good play from Rakimov to set up Kelsen there. Those Moscow fans look fired up, don't they? Pula. Love the way this goalkeeper, Luis Amado, he starts off play, he's out of his area, he's egging his side on. Forward it goes. Goalkeeper came out, made a good interception, Stepanov, and it sets them on the counter-attack. Oh, and he's wasted it. You see Cirillo in the middle saying to Enrique, got to use your option in the centre. Gabriel. Now Cirillo, he knew he was there, Tato. And so did the goalkeeper. Hello, Junior. Tato. This is Gabriel. Well, Gabriel fired it goalwards, and he's pulled up a double save, stepping off. Not quite sure how he did that. The second one in particular was most impressive. And then that was a well-worked corner. They strike you as the corners that have more chance of working. Here's the double save from Stepanov. Bounced, unfortunately, and, well, we didn't see the second save. There for the taking, this European final. Another good save by Stepanov. Just starting to open up a little bit here for Boomerang. If they're the fitter side, they may still have a chance. And just always remember that semi. 2 goals in the last 2 minutes when El Pozo thought they had it. They never give up. This Boomerang side. In it goes again. It nearly deflected kindly for Boomerang. He's gradually taking risks here, Candelas. He's pushing more and more players forward. It will leave them vulnerable in situations like this. Cobbs up. But all the time, Boomerang push. Dinamo Moscow, no. If they got a second goal in a game this tight, well, it might be all over. Cirillo. Tato, no question the better side's leading. Just had that little more invention for me. Cirillo towards Pele Junior. And he had the defender backing up and twisting and turning. But it was well defended in the end. Tato. Pele Junior. Foul. Really obvious one as well. Very clumsy one. He's trying to stop them taking the free kick too quickly. Boomerang trying to get on the front foot, trying to get back into this final. Oh, in it goes and flashes wide. Hit in the right area, he went far post. Tattoo. Here's Neto. Did the splits there. Neto as he tried to keep that in play. Is Pula. And Tato. Well, we're approaching the final quarter of the game here. Kelsen, still his goal, just his goal that separates them. The two outstanding sides in the tournament. With respect to El Pozo, who were beaten in one semi-final. But here they are, slugging it out, last 10 minutes of the European final. Just as it should be. Pula. Kelsen. Nice neat back heel to Pula once more. Game is starting to get a little bit stretched. Can they find an equaliser here? It would certainly bring the house down. Just one moment of pre-planned genius from a free kick. And the longer this goes on, the more you wonder if it's going to be enough for Dinamo. It might be. Good pressure that from Kelsen. Really good work. There's Cirillo. Neto, Schumacher. Powered in, well saved by Stepanov, who's going to be an increasingly important player. Neto. Schumacher. Ball's just stuck under his feet. Not been his night so far, Schumacher. Here's Bertoni. Are they running out of ideas, Boomerang? Taken by Juan. Bertoni. Now Neto. Nearly from Schumacher. So nearly. Did that rebound off the woodwork? Cut inside. Oh, it did. Came off the frame of the goal. Just kept in by Schumacher. Cirillo. Did it run out of play? No, he managed to keep it in. A little bit of space, but plenty of bodies in the way. Look at this from Dinamo Moscú, but big chance. Good save, Stepanov. Suddenly he was alone in front of goal. And then suddenly the chance was gone. They have to throw players forward now. They have to try and do what they did in the semi. or else Dinamo Moscow will be European champions. Gabriel. Can Boomerang blow the final wide open? Here it was, just all about your body position when you're a keeper in this game. Came out and stood strong, and that was just enough. There's a sloppy pass back. It will not do them too many favours in terms of territory. Well, that's a foul. Definite yellow card for Tato. Just a pullback. Well, you can have no complaints about that. Horrible shirt tug from Tato. Shirt tug or not, though, I still think he so far has been the player of semis and final of this excellent venue. Is he going to be on the winning side? At the moment, the answer is yes. Gabriel. Again, they look for that way through, and again it flashes just wide of Stepanov's post, this time from Marquinhos. Kelsen just lost his footing. Now they're going to take advantage of that. Again, just a little panic maybe. That's so close they came. Lost it again, Dinamo Moscow. Kelsen helps to get it away. They mustn't go into their shell here. Rolled in and just kept out by Cirillo. Daniel, now Schumacher. Again, referee didn't like the challenge. Here's Neto. And then it's attempted little chip there. It would have been some goal. Into the last 5 minutes of this final of the Futsal UEFA Cup. Schumacher. Boomerang desperately trying to retain their title. Dinamo Moscow, who lead here, trying to gain revenge for what happened in the final last year when they were beaten by Boomerang Interviú. Now Dinamo Moscow can see the finish line. Now they truly believe they can do it. Marquinhos. All they have to do is defend for their lives for the last 4 minutes, and they will be European champions. Marquinhos drives it across again. Almost works out, still might work out. Schumacher blasts it over, and look at them punching the air. Every bit of defensive brilliance is treated like they scored a goal. Bertoni. Here comes Pele Junior. A goal now would surely seal it. The excellent Luis Amado just keeps Boomerang in this tournament, in this game. What a good save that was. Rack him off now. Luis Amado gets rid of it quickly. Another minute ticks by. We're into the twos now, the final 3 minutes. They're going to play rush goalie. The keeper is off. Boomerang have to try everything now. And it goes in and deflected just wide. I thought it was in. I thought it had beaten him at his near post. It's Neto, who's out with the goalkeeper's shirt on with a hole cut in the back. Schumacher. They scored twice in the last 2 minutes in the semi to get to this final. Can they do it again to win the thing? Maybe they can. They're piling on the pressure here. And they got lucky there, Dinamo. Deflected off Kobzar and away. Neto. Schumacher. Well, they had to get rid of someone off the pitch there. He seems to be sheepish. Not sure what all that was about. I'm telling the organiser they don't want people coming down from the galleries. Just over 2 minutes to go in the final. Oh, they're trying to sort the time out. The 208's what we have. And they're trying to make sure everyone's happy. Drop ball, we can continue. 208, it was indeed settled on. See again, it's the goalkeeper's shirt with the back cut out. So he still wear his number, Neto. He's effectively rush goalie. Neto, Schumacher. Again it's Neto, again it's blocked. Brave stuff from Enrico, who once again punches the air. One thing I do love about this sport is that individual responsibility they take. Neto. And Boomerang strike late to keep their title. Oh, Neto, in it goes! They've done it again. A goal inside the last 2 minutes. And are we going to extra time in the final? They held on and held on, Dinamo. But right in the closing 90 seconds, Neto with that strike, poorly defended, I must say, has got Boomerang right back into this. 1-1 with not long left. What is it about this team? Immediately they calls a timeout. I think the argument there might have been the players wanted to keep the rush goalie and try and win it, and the coach told him to put the keeper back on. That's got the locals going. Now then, 80-odd seconds to go. Corner for Dinamo. Trying to launch an instant response here. Will those fans inspire the players to do to Boomerang what Boomerang did in the semi and have just done here? Our late goal is going to be the theme of this finals tournament. Majewski to take the corner. Luis Amado made the save, then made a misjudgment, and then held on. Looks like we're going to go to 2 5-minute periods of extra time, unless someone can snatch it dramatically here. Schumacher. Sloppily done. .45 seconds to go. Here's Pula. Can he find a way through? He's lost it. Now then, this is Boomerang. This is to win it. And it was a chance. It was a real chance. They're both going for it in the final 30 seconds. And he's got it! Surely that's the goal to win the UEFA Cup for Moscow. Boomerang clawed their way back into this match. But 2 goals in the final 90 seconds, one for either side. There's still 26 seconds to go. But Pula has made it 2-1. And the Spanish fans cannot believe it. Dinamo Moscow are on their way to winning this UEFA Cup from such an angle. Took a slight deflection, but it's the power he's got in that right foot, this man. Heartbreak, really, for Boomerang. Absolute heartbreak. They can't find a way back again, can they? They're trying, of course they are. Neto came out. 14 seconds to go. Counting every one of them. Is the dream fading away for Candelas? Whistle's gone. Foul's gone Dinamo Moscow's way. And if they can keep the ball for 9 seconds, they are the champions. They lost in the final last year. They lost in the final the year before, their 3rd consecutive final. And is Pula's goal going to win them one? Not yet, because they've given it away. And they've conceded a free kick with 2 seconds on the clock. What drama. This will be the final chance for Boomerang Interviú. What a climax to this UEFA Futsal Cup. They must score from this piece of play. He swings it in, it's a good save, and it's a match-winning save. And Dinamo Moscú are the champions of Europe. The goalkeepers had some game, they both have, but Stepanov has got down low and clawed that away. And that's every bit as important as Pula's goal at the other end. It was a tactical, cagey game, but what a climax. 2 goals in the last 90 seconds. Pula with the winner. Dinamo are the champions. Well, there you go. It was a fairly anodyne tactical affair at times, wasn't it? But it was worth it in the end for that climax. And Pula has the goal that's done it for Dinamo. You've got to be so happy for Rudnev as well, who's worked very hard. And we do feel, of course, for the Spanish side, Boomerang, to have got back into it so late and then to be denied. Don't forget, English time tomorrow, midday, Arsenal's ladies. Can they be champions of Europe as well? We'll be along for that here on Eurosport. But for now, from me, Dave Farah, bye-bye.